Needed a... Now, BD.
One better. Not better.
Use a little help, BD. Buddy. Back to it.
You've arrived.
This one.
May it aid your travels, learned one. Young sage.
Another scroll. Hey, look at this. Where to next, BD?
We're Koboh bound.
Hey, remember that time Seer tried to make that Deveronian dish?
I do. She nearly burned down the mantis.
Time to land. Get up here.
Is there any plant you can't grow?
There was a rare subspecies of a Pulia blossom that I found quite stubborn.
You still seem frustrated by it.
No, of course not. Well, yes. It sticks with me, this one, I suppose. No matter what I did, where I planted it, how I treated the soil, it refused to grow. It was like it was acting out of spite, like a petulant child. Turns out that subspecies of Pulia blossom only grows in the wild.
It only wanted to grow on its own.
That's right. You have the mind of a true botanist.
How did you and Marin meet?
I visited her home planet when I was looking for something.
She likes you.
She didn't at first.
I think people are scared of her.
Are you?
No, I like her. Grace is going to teach me how to cook.
I hope you're a better chef than I am.
Why? Aren't you good?
I'll never put the time into it.
Your parents didn't teach you?
I didn't know them very well.
Oh. I think I understand.
That damn Imperial ship. Sometimes I think I should have remained on Jedha.
The Empire's there, too.
It's the shade, Cal. Of course, flora can grow in shade. Yet to grow tall requires a constant light source. Any amateur horticulturalist knows that.
How'd you get interested in plants, anyway?
Oh, it's quite simple. I wanted children, but the galaxy had other plans. And I like to watch things grow. Oh, hello.
Oi, Cal. Think it's time I told you more about the old days. Got a moment?
Sure.
All right. I think it's time you knew about Tendo Gugbridge.
We're off to a good start.
Was Tendo sharp? No. Bloody idiot. Was he a looker? Well, people looked all right. Fella was uglier than a shiver pea. But old Tendo had one thing worth more than any of that. The bastard was plumb lucky. See, old Tendo goes and buys the worst claim in the region. About as likely to find a payday there as in your breakfast. But not 2 days later, that rocker blasts his way into a cavern crawling with priorite. Well, Tendo fills his arms with the stuff, couldn't see the ground in front of him. Poor fool stepped right on his detonite charge pack. The blast turned his bones inside out. How we all shared in the spoils. So much priorite, the whole bloody outpost didn't have to work for a month. But we all knew it was Tendo and his lucky tailbone that got us the first big find. Hey, mate.
Listen up, Cal. Self and Duke and his flyboys were spotted buzzing above the Koboh observatory. They're gonna rain all sorts of blaster fire and grenades on your parade, so keep your wits about you.
We'll take him down.
Now you're starting to sound like a real pro, Cal. This is the most fun I've had since landing on this rock.
Can't go wrong with this.
Good luck with that. Watch out for those hunters, Cal.
Last one special.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm okay. You?
Guess I'm fine too.
It's all right if you're not.
Hey, don't get mushy on me. Do I miss Grok? Well, sure I do. I mean, you know what hurts the worst? The old man was strong, sharp, grumpy enough to curdle clear water too. Beneath all of that, he actually believed that a couple of nobodies like us could strike it rich. Too many skeptics and cynics out there, Cal. You find a believer, you hold on tight.
I hear you.
Come back later, yeah?
Hey, Cal. Good to see you.
You ever get homesick, Tulot?
From time to time, there are quite a few things I miss.
Like what?
The many rivers, bloody trout leaping over the current, and the food that I crave.
Oh, yeah?
Handmade dumplings stuffed with potato and kushnip. I miss the taste of banson, a minty spice that enlivens every taste bud.
You should talk to Grease. Maybe he can whip something up that reminds you of home.
A wise suggestion, Sojourner.
Let's stop. better get this back to Cage.
Come on in, grab a spot at the bar.
The Finnow brothers and their pet murder droid Cleo were last seen heading to the Novik Errand system. Those brothers are tough customers. Focus on taking one down so the numbers don't overwhelm you.
We've faced worse odds.
Now that's what I like to hear, killer. Now that you've proven yourself a proper hunter, you might as well play the part.
Like I said, I'm not looking to start a career in bounty hunting.
Uh-huh. Never heard that one before. First tip, expand your arsenal. Modded my blasters myself to boost my close game. Second tip, always arrive equipped in style. Makes people talk. You'll get more jobs that way. I was practically an amateur before I scored my jet boots. Then the jobs came pouring in.
Thanks, but I'm good.
Suit yourself. But don't come crying to me when you find yourself outplayed.
wish I could see that Jawa village, but I can't. I'm a coward.
Can't see the Jawas anymore. Can't see them anymore. Wonder where we'll find them next. Check it out, BD. Priorite. Here, buddy. Hey, Scuba.
Notice anything different?
Can't say I do.
Must say, laddie! It's a sparkle with grease! And you may ask, Scuba, you old salt, have you lost your rudder? Are you planning to cook yourself into buttered jam?
The thought crossed my mind.
No, lad. I'll show you. See that lad? The blue-finned crayfish is a fearsome warrior. Not just because its claws are sharper than the bristles on my lip, but also because it's as slippery as a shiver pea taking an afternoon dip. So, how do you fight slippery? By being muckle slippery yourself.
I'll remember that next time I'm in a bind.
Oh, and I've only just begun, lad. If you've a moment, I'll continue my tale. When I awoke from my last duel with Wanyak, it was on the deck of a fishing schooner. It seemed my speared carcass had bobbed to the surface and been caught by a local fisher.
What about Captain Wet? Did he survive?
If that sack of seared slime yet plagues the galaxy, I've nae heard stem the stern of him, nor of his crew. Perhaps more importantly, the ordeal awoke me to the truth. I had no desire to spear fish, nor fisher. I had no desire to cross harpoons with dread captains, or to skewer the deadliest fish. In the hurly-burly of it all, I lost sight of myself. The fisherwoman who caught me, she knew of a nearby world with a great multitude of fishes. Koboh. So to Koboh did I go. And since, I've realized why I like to fish.
Why's that?
Because I like fish, Cal. I like shiny fish. I like big fish and small fish. I like fish with eyes splayed wide and fish with eyes pointed straight. I even like fish with no eyes at all. And I like seeing the face on lovers like you when they realize just how many kinds of fish there are in this galaxy. Well, that be my tale, Cal. Perhaps it was no as gloomy as I kenned.
You went through a lot. I'm glad you're okay, Scuba.
Oh, thank you, lad.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
Aye, lad. Go ahead and ponder. But don't ponder your years down the river. There's always another fish. I tell you, lad, that metal shark in the sky is giving me splinters from head to toe.
I'm no fan of Star Destroyers either.
Do they know that fishes need sunlight to grow ruddy and strong?
Not sure wildlife preservation is on the Empire's list of priorities.
Oh, I'll be on their list of priorities soon enough.
Easy, Scuba.
All right, all right. I'll let him off the hook for now.
Why do you ask? Because you know a lot of stuff. And I don't.
You will learn. Do you know how trees grow?
How?
One ring at a time, Kata. One ring at a time.
So how did the outpost get its start?
Well, like most good things, it all started with a dream. The vision of one sharp-eyed Walloona named Doma Dendra. Not 2 months after she gets here, but her general store pops into being. And the rest of the outpost didn't take long to follow.
Couldn't have been easy.
Doma looked at the first wild-eyed hooligans on Koboh and saw hard workers. dreamers like her. A whole bloody community.
I can see why you all stick by her.
That's right. What's there but to follow someone like that, eh? Talk later?
Well, lad, we've done it. A tank thrown in with the finest fish. A tale told to the utmost. An innocent young boy's eyes opened to the wide galaxy.
Something like that. What's next for you?
I've been asking myself just that. In recounting my infamous annals, I've been... something's gnawing at my innards, lad. A black notion that perhaps, just perhaps, one yek wit is nae truly dead. For Sakavitar, and for my own peace, I must know. Perhaps it'll be tomorrow. Perhaps a year from tomorrow. But I fear I must pursue my dread nemesis one last time.
I understand. Hey, if you ever need anything.
I know, lad. I know.
Tell me, have you ever been to Coruscant?
Once or twice.
Winnie says I've gotta go. What's it like?
A lot of ships. A lot of people.
Like one, not the other.
And I adore both. You've never lived until you've danced the night away on a pleasure bus circling the Uskru district.
I'd make the trip just to see that.
Welcome. Make yourself at home.
Need to center myself.